Where were we?
The morning, 3 days after a Knoll fight, apparently.
We fought gnolls?
Apparently.
I thought we fought hyenas.
I mean, they're basically humanoid hyenas, so.
Alright, so.
I have notes.
Okay.
One is that my chart still has you at level 1 with 8 HP, so. And if you need to double check your perception skills down there.
No, I didn't add anything to them.
No, you're still at 31. You're just
30 and 10.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I didn't add anything to them.
Okay.
I wanted to add more to the my fart, MS, and HS. I fart really well.
And the other note was on the detect magic that you had on the polearm that Klein picked up.
Yeah.
A while back, I was searching for one thing, and I remember reading somewhere something about a detect thing that could be in alternative sensory systems, but I didn't remember what that was from. So I thought to try to use that for that, but I couldn't figure out which sensory system it was from.
That's fine.
But I did note that you only detected on the actual blade portion.
That makes sense.
Just figured I would bring that up.
All I wanted to know was how bright it was, because
I didn't figure that out.
Right, you said it was sort of kind of bright, like level like +1 weapon would be very dull. A +5 weapon would be extremely shiny. You know what I mean? So that's the only difference. When it's on that level. If it had other abilities, that changes the brightness. But if it was like a dull thing, I just, oh, by the way, it's FYI, that's a magical, which is what I told Klein, that it was magical. He was thoughtful after that. So, yeah. So FYI, I am level 3 wizard and level 4 rogue. You're right there. You still have way more hit points than me, so you know. Just saying. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I rolled for my XPs.
HP?
My HP, and I rolled a 6 for both of them, maxed out.
Since he's multi-class, though, that means that he still only gets to
6 points.
It looks like an 8 on this.
Oh, it's 40. It's 28 now. I have 28 whole hit points. Woo! I can survive! Almost.
As long as you don't get poisoned by a really big spider.
Shut up. I don't let. Here's the equalizer, Dat. Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I was trying to move this over.
Yeah, it's kind of at the edge of it.
Yeah. What does that do?
That's the charger.
Oh.
It's a wireless charger.
Oh, cool.
I thought it'd be better than the other thing. Hey, look, now it actually reaches.
Nice. All right. So we are day, night.
Morning.
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 Morning. Woo-hoo. Morning. All right. So we'll keep on going north, I guess, right? The direction we've been going. Pretty soon it'll be cold because we're going north for like 3 weeks. Yeah.
So nothing happens during morning. Excuse Excuse me. Or during the next part of the day. Or during midday. But you do get an encounter in the afternoon.
Falcon. Let it be a falcon.
It is not.
I didn't do it.
Actually hilarious.
The Charger. So
Encounter.
whoop. What happens?
So Shooter is in the front of the party, so he knows it first. But he isn't sure exactly what to deal with it because it looks like they're alert. At least some of them.
So they are not. Right now, they have not noticed Shooter.
Right.
Okay. So I'm assuming what Shooter should do is back up slowly, tell us to stop, back up slowly, and tell us what he sees.
Probably.
Probably what's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And
he sees a mixture of young and adult ogres, some orcs, and some things that look like crosses between orcs and ogres. 3 adult ogres, 2 young ogres, 2 orcs, and the other 2 varieties of mixes. There's 1 and 3. The one is slightly more ogreish. The 3 are slightly more orcish.
we got this. We can
11, yeah.
We can take care of
What did you just say?
Grease them. And then set them on fire.
Just occurred to me I haven't checked their.
So, what time of day is it?
Afternoon.
So, I am going to do multiple things. This is what I would like to do. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to cast a wall of fog so it looks like it's a billowing fog coming in, right around their area.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would like to cast a grease spell right around them as well, so they will probably end up falling. And then I would like to cast a fire burning sphere. Where is it? A flaming sphere spell um, at them as well, right after the grease, because it'll set anything on fire, and anything that it touches takes 2d4 damage on contact, and if they make a save, if they if they are within 5 feet of it, they take 1d4 contact. So that's what I'd like to do. Tell me if it's possible.
What's the casting times on this?
So the casting time on Flaming Sphere is 2. Wall of Fog is 1. And Grease is 1.
You could probably get off the wall of fog since they don't immediately know that you're there. You could get off. Then you could get off the grease, but any of them that don't make their save are probably going to come right at you as soon as possible.
So in the Wall of Fog, that means they can't see us. They have no idea. It just looks like a wall of fog.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot see. So they wouldn't know where to go to attack. start off with. So what I'm doing is I'm going to prevent them from seeing us.
Right.
So all fog. Then I'm going to grease the area around them.
How much area can you grease again?
Range 10 by 10 area of effect. 10 by 10 size of this room. So if they're within this room, they'll all get greased in the area.
This is a lot bigger than 10 by
Size of our rooms.
10. My room is bigger than 10 by 10.
No, it's not.
Just slightly.
No, it's 9. It's 9 by 11. So it equals out to be 10 by 10.
I recall measuring out to be like 12 by 13.
No, it's my room. Anyway, so you understand the size is right there. And then the flaming sphere will whatever, and I'm gonna throw the flaming sphere, which is rolls at 30 feet per round, rolls over barriers less than 4 feet high, savor a spell for 2d4 damage. And of course, if they grease, they get caught on fire, which is 1d4 per round. Tell me how many I killed. Sorry. You're like, well, you pissed off 8 of them. What do you mean? There's only 14 more to go, Don.
There's some variation.
And the sphere is 1 round per level. So being 3rd level, I can move it around the whole thing and hit as many as I can with it. You have to tell me how many I can hit with it.
How big did you say it was?
It is a 3-foot radius, but I can move it 30 feet in 1 round.
Okay. So it can't really hit more than one of them at a time then?
No, I think it can only hit, well, if I'm allowed to move it 30 feet, I might hit 5 of them.
Yeah, but
I mean,
it's not going to contact more than one at one time.
That's your call.
I mean, unless they're right next to each other.
Again, your call. I don't know. I can't see them, so I'm just gonna cast it and then just try to move it left or right to see how many I can put on fire. That's all I can do. Of course, casting it in the grease should catch on fire, so they should all take at least 1d4 points of damage, which isn't a lot for them, but.
Mm-hmm. He has that info.
I think she said 3. Poison sac from B, 5 times 3, saving incapacity. 5 drabs. And I gave you, huh? No, I had 5 uses, period. So, and I gave you 1 vial, and which is 1 use. So I gave you 2, didn't I? Got you. I had 9 drabs, so now you have 4 uses. I have 5. No, what? So it depends on how she wants to run it. Either it's 1 use per vial, or it's up to 5 uses per vial. You have 4 uses in your vial, so you can dip an arrow 4 times and get 4 uses out of it. And the poison does 5 to 30 poison, and if they make their save, it incapacitates them for 12 hours. Or it does both. But if they, yeah, 5 to 30 poison save is negates it, and it incapacitates 2 to 20 hours save negates it. So they have to make 2 saves.
Okay.
So tell us what happens. What do we see? Whoosh. The fog disintegrates because of all the fire in the middle.
That's actually pretty much what I was thinking.
The wall of fog is 20 cubic feet by 10 per level, plus 10 per level. So I'm third level, so 50 cubic feet.
Okay, because I was gonna say the ogres are 9 feet tall, so
50 cubic feet. Yeah, we got them. They covered. I'm gonna hit him with a poison arrow anyway. So. On you, what happens?
uh, you're just going to fire randomly into the flaming inferno?
No. An arrow, or once we see what's going on. He's gonna hold his attack to see who's running around.
Gotcha.
Now, are you going to target the ogres, or you can't? You have to target the orcs. That's your
favorite enemy. Species enemy.
Okay. So if you see an orc running, that's who you'd have to target. Right. All right. Well, all right. I'm gonna stow the poison arrow and leave it for the orcs, and I'm gonna target the orc. I'm gonna leave it for the ogre, and I'm gonna target the orc first.
What did you just say?
So in other words, he's gonna use regular arrows if he sees orcs running.
Okay. And so, as far as the grease is concerned, two of the ogres make their save. Two of the adult ogres make their save. One of the young ogres make their save. Two of the orcish-like things make their save, and one of the orcs make their save.
So I'm gonna get caught.
The rest.
How many of them were there?
11!
Oh my god! All right.
So the ones that are fumbling about in the grease is one adult orc, one young orc.
Ogres.
That thing. The adult and young ogres. The ogreish thing. One of the orcish things, and one of the orcs.
Okay. So not a lot. Okay, so how many did I hit with the flaming sphere in the first round? That it came to fruition.
You're just sending it straight ahead at first, right?
Yeah.
Just to get there?
Yeah, well actually I can send it 10 yards. Right, I can have it start 10 yards away from me.
Gotcha.
Well, you guys calculate that. That's a big party.
I mean, they're ogres. Thus the multitude of spells, is that it?
Yes. Thus let's surprise them and see how many I can take out. I don't have any real good spells, but if I can multiply them. And then I have another series of spells I want to cast after.
So, walk me through again what you're doing with the sphere.
So basically, if you could envision a sphere 3-foot round being cast 10 yards ahead of me into the middle of them, or as close as I can, and basically I'm just gonna direct it left to right because I can't see them because I'm in the fog. I'm just gonna move it around. I can do up to 30 feet per round and hit as many as I can with the sphere to catch them on fire or to do damage. So if they come in contact, if whoever is grease will automatically get the flame damage. Whoever it comes in contact with gets 2d4 points of damage. Whoever's within 5 feet of it gets 1d4 points of damage. So it could potentially in one round hit all of them if they're within 5 feet of it. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of damage, but it's enough to wake them up.
Right.
And potentially kill the orcs, so we only have the ogres to deal with.
So sending it forward and then moving it left and right.
Ish. Yeah. I'm not necessarily going left and right. I'm gonna try to zigzag, try to see what I can hit because I can't see them. So I don't know where they are.
Right.
So I don't. I mean, if I move it left to right and they're in front and the back, I'm not going to hit anybody.
Right.
So it's really up to the DM to decide how many people get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Do they all get hit? Does only one get hit? That's up to you. Because I can't see anyway.
Right. Right.
Oh, and
Welcome back.
I failed my wisdom check.
So Shooter's not in this combat now.
Oh no,
He's hiding.
He's definitely hiding. He ran up a tree.
Thus the retreat.
Thus the retreat.
So I would say, so because the grease sets on fire, you damage those ones, just from flames.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the others are concerned, you managed to get we'll say the orcish ones, the remaining orcish ones, and one more of the adult ogres. So, what's the damages for those again?
2d4 for contact, and 1d4 to be within 5 feet of it.
How much was flame damage again?
1d4.
Okay.
I turn to Rev and say, "Hey, Rev, I'm getting them right for you." I hope you're gonna get in front of the line and start taking a beating. There's a lot of them.
I'm gonna start. What distance were they at, by the way?
I'm gonna guess not more than 10 yards.
Right.
You do manage to the flames actually kill off one of the young ogres.
Ooh.
Which
They're so confused though.
yes, but now they're angry and confused.
Like, what the hell just happened? So that's round one.
Hold on, round tracker.
Alright, so now if it's still up to us to keep on doing stuff, aside, I mean, I have to keep on using the flame sphere
Mhm.
So I have to control it. So there's nothing else I can do except moving it up zigzag, whatever, see how many I can hit in the one round.
Mhm.
That's it. That's all I can do unless I let it go.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm going to do the next round. Should we roll for initiative, or it's just us right now? Like the monsters, they don't know what's going on. They don't know what they see this sphere.
Right, are we still unseen, or do we need to roll because we're in combat?
I believe we're still unseen.
Depends on if wall of fog is dissipated by your fire.
I think the only thing that dispels wind will dispel it, but not fire.
Mm. Right, because it's magical.
Correct. So I don't believe the fire would dispel it.
Okay, so how long does it last?
Wall of fog, 2 die 4 rounds plus 1 per level. So a while, unless I dispel it. So, and I know that my flaming sphere will last 2 more rounds. So I'm gonna not dispel the wall of fog until my sphere runs out.
Mm. Luckily for you, the ones that were slipping in the grease did not make their saves.
Good.
The others, however, are probably near the edge by now.
Okay, so I'm gonna suggest to Rev to watch the wall of fog and hit anything coming out with his arrows.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw my bow and watch. Yeah, wait for somebody.
What about Bob and Klein?
Bob makes his morale check, but doesn't know what to do.
Bob, just sit back. It's okay. If an ogre comes out, rush him.
Klein is going to calmly approach from the edge.
Okay, so he's gonna, if something comes out, he's gonna attack. All right, so so how many much more damage does my fire sphere do to these jabrones?
Well, let's see.
Well, let's see. How many am I gonna hit? It was 11. It was yeah. Sorry, not sorry. Burn, let it burn. Okay, I've got another. Something else to cast as soon as my sphere is done. If I do this right, we shouldn't take any damage at all. Yeah, ogres. Yeah. 9 feet tall ogres. I'm looking up at them for sure.
Right, I'm still looking at them.
Yeah, I mean, like they look almost twice my size. I think I'm only like 5 feet.
That's why I have the poison arrow ready to hit the ogre, the biggest one, as soon as I kill off the orcs, or we kill off the orcs either way.
Hmm.
Because that way, at least, even if it doesn't kill him outright, he'll continue to take poison damage.
So this should be at least minimum of 5 rounds for the wall of fog. It is 4, 7 plus 3. It's 10 rounds if I let it go all the way. So I'll mark down rounds. It's been 2 rounds so far. So any more drop?
No. You do not hear any more thumps.
All right. I'm gonna keep on rolling it for my 3rd round. See if any of them make it out of the wall of fog yet. Were they able to find the edge of the wall of fog?
Yes, the ogreish one did.
Is it
Okay, nice.
is it perchance next to Klein?
One of you at a time.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
You said one
It is. So if this is the fog mass, you guys are over here. He comes out over here.
So he still can't see us or know what's going on. That's kind of funny. All right, so third round, I'm going to keep on with the sphere. My last round with the sphere.
Okay. Are you doing a monologue to yourself?
Me?
Yeah, I feel like I'm hearing something over the mic.
You might be hearing my TV. I've got
I'm hearing everything must die.
Hey, I'm haphazardly playing Lord of the Rings, Shadow of Mordor.
I see how it is. Lord of the Rings takes precedence over D&D.
No, only when it's not my turn. There's no game board to look at, so I'm imagining it all anyway. And I'm actually killing orcs right now, so I'm getting in the mood.
Well, unfortunately for you, one of the orcs dies, so.
That's fine. The dead orc is a good orc.
The only good orc is a dead orc.
Exactly.
And you hear a big thump from one of the adult orcs.
Nice. So that's round 3.
Mm-hmm.
Any more come out on the end of this round? Or
Yes. The remaining ogres, the remaining orc, and the remaining orcish folk.
so they all found their way out of the fog?
I mean, some of them were slipping out of the fog, but yes.
So are they clustered? Where are they compared to us?
So this was the fog.
Mm-hmm.
The ogreish, you guys were over here. The ogreish one made it out over here. The orcish ones, there were a couple over here. There was one of them over there, and as well as a couple of the ogres were over there.
So on the other side of the fog.
Yeah, and then the others were on this side.
Okay, so how many can see us?
These ones and these ones.
Okay.
So,
There's orcs on one side, ogres on the other.
well,
Oh, you just hurt me.
apparently he was planning something and I ruined it.
Yeah. Yeah. You could say that. She ruined it.
So, I guess wall of fog is kind of high. So the ones that can see you as two of the orcish things, the orogs, the remaining orc, one of the adult ogres, and the young ogre on the back of the other ogre adult.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's what he can see you.
All right. So now, when they came out, we get automatic hit because they don't know we're there, and we see them. We're ready for them, right? Does that make sense? Is that a true thing, or am I not? Is that not going to work?
I mean, they're definitely prepared for an assault at this point.
Okay, because I'd like to on the ogre side because he's going to take the orcs because he has to.
Yep.
On the ogre side, I like to hit color spray.
Color spray
Does 1d6 creatures, any creature above my level, or 6 dice or higher, get a saving throw for a spell. If they fail their saving throw, they are struck unconscious for 2d4 rounds. those with hit dice 1 or 2 greater than me are blinded for 1 die 4 rounds, and those 3 levels or higher are stunned for 1 round.
Well, how about this? Ogres have 4+1 hit dice.
So they're 1 level higher. So I can hit 3 of them, and they are blinded for 1 die 4 rounds. Three rounds. So whatever's on that side, I hit 3 of them with color spray.
That would be one of the ogres, and the remaining orc. Correct.
No, you said there was orcs on one side and ogres on the other.
Orcish.
Orcish. So he's going to take the orcs and orcish side, and I'm going to take the other side.
Yes,
That's what you did. Okay.
but the orcish ones were over here, and the orc was over here.
Where were the ogres?
There was one over here, and there was the adults and the young one in the very back.
Which we can't see.
Yeah, well, the young one can see above the head because they're on top of the back of the other one.
Okay, so whichever ones I blinded, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Up to you, boss.
I'm going to fire 1 arrow at the orc that I can see. What's his armor class? 6?
Hold on. 10. It's unarmored, apparently.
Okay, well then that definitely hits for 5 damage.
Okay, it drops.
Beautiful. And it's, I'm going to turn my... Can I see the orcish creatures as well? Or could I only see the orc creature?
The orcish creatures are over here, so you probably can see them, yes.
I probably can. Okay, so I'm going to fire my second arrow at one of the orcish creatures.
They are apparently also unarmored, so AC 10.
That's a natural 20 for 4 damage, so doubles, that's 8, correct?
Correct.
8 damage to one of the orcish creatures.
Okay, that one is dead.
What is Bob doing? What is Klein doing?
Well, let's see now. Bob makes his morale again, just barely, but is still completely clueless as to what's going on.
Okay.
I mean, what do you expect?
Shooter failed his.
Fantastic. I'm so glad you're remembering to check that. Klein, at this point, has made it around the group since you guys killed off those ones, and is going to cut down the other ogres and such on the other side.
Okay.
So, is that it, or do you have one more orcish?
No, there's 3 of them that are blinded that are not doing anything.
Right, okay. And what's blinded? Are those orcs or ogres?
Yes.
Because I know there's at least one more orcish creature that I have to hit next. Because I killed the regular orc, and I killed one of the orcish creatures, and there was 2 orcish creatures on that side, if I remember correctly.
So,
I was almost going to say nice catch.
yeah, that would have been, huh?
That would have been.
Yeah. So, what happens on the other side of the fog is you see the orc, the young orc that was looking above the fog, it suddenly gets like stuff like that and gets taken down, and then you hear a gigantic thud.
All right. So, besides the three that are blinded, are there any more left alive?
Yes. There's another orcish one over here, an ogreish one, and an ogreish one over there,
Okay. So they have not.
and another orcish one.
So they have not seen us yet. They have not seen me.
No, but they've seen Klein.
Good enough.
Klein killed the big ogre, right?
You don't know yet.
So FYI, you see another orcish thing and a couple ogres plus the three I blinded.
Right.
I'm going to leave them to you.
Okay.
I'm going to hide in shadows and go around to backstab
Gotcha.
the ones that don't know where I'm at. Because the other ones that are blinded that saw me, they're blinded, they can't see me. So I'm gonna go around that side, whatever,
So you're gonna.
hide in shadows and try to backstab. It'll take a round. It'll take me a round to get there. So my round this time will be to hide in shadows and
Start moving?
start moving.
Okay. Did you succeed in riding shadows roll?
I'm working on it now. Just the number I needed.
Isn't that always how you work?
I'm glad I added 10 more points to it. Otherwise, it would have failed.
Oh, that would have been sweet.
I don't. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I like how I got the nice guy on my shirt too.
I know, right? All right. So that was my round. Up to you, boss. I think after this round, it's going to be. No, maybe not. Your turn.
I'm going to send another arrow at the other orcish creature.
Okay.
And it hits for 4 damage.
It is not dead, but now it's targeting you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to send another at him because this is my 1 and 2 for 5 damage.
Now it's dead.
Boom, boom.
One shot. Ow, where did that come from? One shot. Oh.
Are we rolling for the initiative yet, or are they still confused?
Well,
Aside from Klein.
Klein hasn't gone yet.
Okay. There's still 3 blinded. That was round 2.
So on the other side of the fog, you hear 2 more thumps.
Wow. Is one of them Klein?
You wouldn't know.
I should be there. Almost there. Okay. So what do we? What? So next. So this is the next round.
Uh-huh.
This is the last round. Those 3 are blinded, by the way, guys.
The only one that's actually left is one of the ogres.
Okay. So that's the only thing left alive.
Yeah.
One ogre.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the one that I'm coming across?
Where were you aiming your?
I was moving silently because I didn't see anything left. So I was going around to see if there was anything around the other side. Hiding shadows.
Well, now there's nothing on the other side, so nothing alive anyway.
Okay.
Unless you count Klein.
No. Well, what does Klein look like he's doing? Like, what is?
He is unimpressed at the lack of a challenge.
Is the other ogre within our sights?
Here was the fog. You guys were over here. The ogre was over here. Now you're over here.
Okay, so the only can see him is gotcha. All right, so I'm gonna actually nothing I can do. I'm gonna start pilfering. All right, I'm in pilfering mode. You got the last one, Brody.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna ready my poison arrow for the ogre. And so, do I calculate for that poison damage, or do you have to roll for that?
It's you because you're firing the arrow.
And that's also only if he doesn't make a save.
Right.
Okay. Well, I hit him for 5 damage on the arrow.
Ogres have an AC of 5.
Let me check then. Where's my? Yeah, I hit.
Okay.
For 5 damage from the arrow itself, and then what do I roll for the poison?
It's 5 6-sided dice. No, 6, 12, 18. Yeah, 5 to 30. So it's 5 6-sided dice.
Saves are you make it if you get above, right?
Saves are yes.
Okay, so he made it.
So it would be
negated. No poison damage.
But what you got to do it again for the other one?
I rolled 2 though.
Got you.
They both were above.
Okay, so you only took 5 damage.
Yep.
Alright, and I'm gonna send a regular arrow at the one I hit.
It's not done yet.
And it is now not blinded.
Which means that, well, let's see.
It's gonna be charging me.
Yes.
How close is it to me at this point?
Like 10 feet?
Okay. Well, before my turn ends, I guess I'm gonna back away and drop my bow so I can draw my sword on my next turn.
Okay.
Do you call for help?
I'd be like, hey, there's one more ogre over here.
Okay. I'm going to stop my looting on my initiative. Actually, we're going to roll initiative now. We're in melee combat. 6-sided dice. I get a 2.
The ogre gets a 1.
Let me roll for shooter. Oh, shooter's around. He wakes up out of his stupor.
And Bob is not.
There's only one ogre left. He's like, oh, they're all dead.
So the ogre's coming after you as you're going to attack it. Is that what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll.
Hit on across 5.
Okay, I am going to hit him for max damage. None.
Goody goody, because the ogre crits you as you do that. For 12 damage.
Oh my.
How much did I? Oh wait, I don't know how close he is to death, but I did.
Well, it drops as it does that. So basically, it charged you, critted you, but you managed to get it in the gut as it was critting you. So it kind of falls on top of you.
Yeah, like one of those movie scenes where it's gonna kill me, but I stab it like right in the heart as it hits me over the head with something.
Yeah, and now you're trapped underneath an ogre.
A little bit of help, please. Not too much trouble.
I mean, it's only 300 pounds. You can bench press, what, 330?
Hell yeah, I can.
So I dispel fog, and and I have darts in my hand ready to attack, and I go, what? Really? You had a problem with this? There was only one ogre. Pansy. I go back to looting.
That's why I'm in the DM's guide.
There you go.
So that should have been 3 total orcs killed.
Plus the semi-orcs.
The orcish folks were orogs, and the ogreish one was an ogrelon, if anyone wants to make a note of that. One of your arrows are broken.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah, that's fair. I critted one of them.
That's probably the one that broke.
Yeah, that would make
That was actually kind of a good fight.
that was a decent fight.
I like how you guys are always complimenting my plant encounters.
Because they're good. You challenge us. Hey, he killed those 9 ogres really well. Let's give him 13 next time.
Don't touch me.
No, we're saying you created a good encounter, and I think we played well off of that encounter.
Hello.
Which I think.
Hi, how are you? Yeah. Oh, God.
Super convincing.
Sonya says super convincing. No shit, right? Like, thanks for the honor, but no. Okay, take your time. Bye, I love you.
Basically, what I was getting to is, I think you created a good scenario, and we played well off of it, which I think means we have a good DM and good players.
Well, we definitely have a good DM. I don't know about my playing abilities. But
Well, I think we play well off of each other's styles.
I agree. I think I agree with that.
What you ultimately end up finding is 6 silver from the adult ogres, 8 copper from the orcs, 3 silver from the ogrelon.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that.
So 6 silver, 8 copper.
3 silver from the ogrelon.
Yeah.
And the orogs had a total of, I wrote them separately, 10, 8, and 8.
26. What? Copper?
Copper, thank you.
26.
Yeah.
Okay. I got potato chips.
Nice. I just had some frozen pizzas.
I think I like your idea better.
There was this one brand of frozen pizzas that I ate for years because it was cheap and there was surprisingly very little crap in it. A brand called Celeste pizzas.
Uh-huh.
I found them up there, but they're always like $1 each or 3 for $1, and I'm like, that's too good of a deal on pizza. I will admit though, they've gone down in quality in recent years. They put a lot less cheese on them than they used to, but they're still good.
Celeste was the original microwave pizza. Yeah. I've no, I've noticed for food wise, um, quality of food has dropped dramatically in the last 5 to 7 years, even more so than normal.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And all of it's getting more expensive. They're using cheaper ingredients to charge more for it.
And they're giving you less.
Yeah, and I think I've also noticed that this the stuff they're putting in it, I didn't I didn't notice when I was younger. Like all the stuff that they're putting in food nowadays, I'm like, that's not something that was in this before.
Yep. All right. We clean our gear. Was there any weapons of note? Because they didn't have a chance to use it.
Right. The youngsters had clubs, the Orogs had axes and spears, and the orcs just had regular axes.
All right, so we'll keep on going then. We'll definitely travel into the night tonight, I think, to get away from the smell of the death.
The burning death. Wonder whose fault that was.
Well, I can't not kill orcs, and there were ogres there, so obviously they have to die too.
Yes, but
Let me kill the orcs.
yes, but the burning skin is really horrible.
Burning flesh is horrible. Nothing happens during twilight, evening.
Okay.
You're marching into the night.
Shooter, how far away are we?
I thought it was half a week or so.
We're still half a week away. How far away are we from the corpse, the graveyard? The thing you just killed. How far away are we from them? The graveyard. How far away would you say we are?
About 3 hours.
That's good. Yeah, we can rest. I just didn't want to be around them when the wolves and the bears and all them come out of the woodwork to try and eat them.
Right.
Because that was a massacre.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
You're welcome.
Okay. I only killed like 4 of them myself.
I didn't kill any.
Well, no, a couple of them did die from your fire.
Really?
Yeah.
I killed 2.
So you just made it so we didn't all get clobbered. So I appreciate it.
That's because we're a team.
And I drew all the aggro to me so you didn't get stepped on.
I don't like being stepped on. It's not my favorite thing.
I wouldn't either.
All right.
And then Klein cleaned up the background.
Yep. He's gonna be pretty high. He's gonna be pretty high level.
I'm gonna need to take a nap here and get back some of the 12 HP that I lost in a single hit.
Such a whiner.
Someone doesn't like getting a shoulder charge at him, I see.
Do you want to get critted by an orc? I don't think you do.
No,
Ogre.
it would kill me.
It was an ogre.
Yeah, it would kill you. So I'm allowed to complain that it didn't kill me.
If an ogre charged me,
You mean you wanted to kill you?
if an ogre charged me and hit me at my 5 foot nothing height, 105-pound weight, I'd have been flown into a tree with a broken back. There'd be no more spells for me. All right, so we take to the camp.
Okay.
The watches.
No takers this time?
I always take first.
Okay, nothing happens on your watch.
Okay. Is Shooter or Klein taking the next watch? Shooter will. He's up in a tree. Klein doesn't like taking watch. It's beneath him.
Shooter hears an owl in the distance.
Woohoo!
It sounds really big.
Like an owl bear big?
No.
Oh. That's okay. It's in a distance. He doesn't care.
Okay.
You got third watch? Last watch?
Yeah.
Shooter?
Nothing happens. Apparently this dice really likes 8s.
Good. I like 8. You can use that dice all you want. No. She says no.
I just said something. You just have to not say anything, and then she'll forget and reuse it.
I don't know how not to say not something.
You just did.
All right. So we eat breakfast and go. We're not cooking. You're not cooking.
Fine.
Nothing happens during morning.
Okay. Traveling.
Nothing happens during the next section of the day.
Maybe the next deer we come across, we can just smoke the meat and dry it out, so we don't have to cook it every morning.
Nothing happens during midday.
You're the ranger.
I like deer jerky.
Me too. I like anything venison. I made venison chili once, and when we were in New York, oh my God, it was heaven sent.
It sounds good. I like jerky anything except for chicken. The fact that they make chicken jerky kind of irks my soul. I'm sorry, but chicken is not made to be dried out or smoked in the same fashion. Because you can basically get away with eating a lot of red meats raw, and for the most part, it's not going to do too much to you. But if you eat chicken raw, it's got the potential to kill you.
There's any kind of avian, chicken, duck, turkey, any of that you eat raw, you have a chance of trichinosis. Same thing with the pork. Kill you in a heartbeat.
It's crazy to me though because
I
like
DM
chicken
DM
raw chicken.
DM.
Yeah, so can we get through the afternoon yet?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we can talk and walk.
Yeah, but she can't talk while we're talking.
Yeah,
That's fair.
evening.
Evening. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. So Dan.
Sorry, the timing of the bird song was just.
Did you take your points back for your sleeping and stuff?
Yes. It's still only 1 per night, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, if you had, I'm assuming you used your first aid to seal the wounds, which would have given you 1 back immediately.
I thought that was only with the healing proficiency.
Was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I figured too, and I don't have enough points for the healing proficiency.
What we need is a cleric.
So sorry, Pipper had other things to do.
What we need is a healing cleric. Oh no, we don't.
No,
Because if we did, she'd throw more stuff at us. As she's opening up the monster manual.
You know it.
DMs, they're all alike.
Yes, you should.
I did. At some point, I need you to roll another character. Um, in case Sonia and I have talked, and just in case she decides that she wants to play for a week or two or whatever, um, you'll have to play a different character, and I'll be DMing, and you two will be playing. Because different world, plus a different DM. Correct, because I don't know how to play. I don't know how to DM her world. It's way too complicated for me. I love playing in it, but I could never DM it.
Yes. There is a limited amount of magical items that a fighter can use. But other than that, the only way to get a straight fighter cannot use magic by other means. They have to be either one of the subclasses, the paladin or the ranger, or they have to be multi-class.
Like I'm doing on multi-classing, which means it takes a lot longer to go up levels because you have to, whatever XPs you get, you have to split in half.
Right.
Half goes to one, half goes to the other, and it has to stay even.
So in other words, no, you get magic out of it.
You can if you want a multi-class.
Right, but that just sounds like a lot of extra work and a lot of splitting of XP.
It's a lot of splitting of XP, and you also can't be like a master swordsman. You can't be. There's a lot of downsides to multi-classing.
It has to be balanced.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, I did not expect the multi-class. It just happened. Literally, just happened. I was gonna roll two characters, one rogue and one magic user, for this campaign, and for some reason, I got confused when I was making it, and I just started making it a multi-class character, and she didn't say anything. I just all of a sudden when it was created, I'm like, why did I do this? Pretty much.
I mean, you know.
The devious smile on her face
Yeah, it's very compelling.
doesn't negate what I just said, or it doesn't. There's a word for it. I can't think of it. Doesn't.
English is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
It was mocking if I ever heard it.
It doesn't deny that she did that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's what I was trying to get.
I mean, to be fair, I wish I had played a single rogue and a single magic user because I'd be a lot better off. I'd actually be able to do things more than I can now. But that's okay. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I am too. I like the world that she's built.
I agree. So my last name is Orentine. or thine. It depends on the world whether you sound the H or not. But it's THYYN.
Well, if he's DMing, he won't be playing.
Right. If I'm DMing, I won't be playing. I think he's asking you.
Oh, I just have like a buttload of characters that I made a while back because he gave me free reign of the skills on Powers book, so I'm just gonna grab one of those.
She doesn't have a favorite yet.
I do not.
I mean, I have an idea of what she'd be excellent at playing, but I'm not telling her.
I mean,
Because, just to be fair, she annihilated me when she was a druid. Kind of like what I'm doing to her as a magic user.
Yeah, well.
Oh, well.
So after you make dinner, yeah?
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 Shit.
Yeah.
Dysentery, here we go.
Oh, you wish. Roll for surprise.
5.
You are not surprised.
Woo!
Which is probably very obvious because out from the bushes, you guys are getting mobbed by a large group of gnolls.
A large group. Great.
Also, I feel like I haven't been reminding you guys to make sure you're calculating damage based on large creatures when I have large creatures. Gnolls are large creatures.
Okay.
So what's the difference then?
Well, first, what do you have for? It's not your THAC0, it's your damage.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I say in my THAC0 because I wrote the chart all in the same.
So it's not your THAC0, it's the damage. So an arrow does one die.
I think arrows do 1d6, 1d6.
Correct.
But a sword usually does a different damage for large creatures.
So like my short sword does 1 die 6 for small and medium, and does one die 8 for large.
Right. So which die is that? The 8-sided die,
Oh,
or?
do you have a short sword? You have a kukri, which is short sword. So yes, when you hit a large creature with your kukri, it's a 1 die 8.
Okay.
And it's a fine weapon, so you get your bonuses for your damage as well.
No, he took the fine damage for to hit, not damage.
Ah.
He did the same thing you did.
All right. So a large group, we are not surprised. Initiative. When you say large group, what are we seeing?
A lot of
80 of them?
that actually was my first roll. I decided not to.
Are you kidding me?
I decided not to use the actual 80 and instead to just combine the two separately with the 8 and the 0, which was 10. And then I rolled again. So.
Which was how many are we looking at?
26 plus a leader.
26 plus a leader. All right, give me a moment.
If we kill the leader, can we tell who the leader is?
Not yet.
Question for you.
Maybe.
If you can remember it.
I think he needs to form
What is the hit die of a gnoll?
2.
2.
Planning on doing color spray again?
No. That can only hit 6 creatures with color spray. And there's too many of them. I think.
Therefore, you are.
I'm trying to figure out what my first attack's gonna be. All right, I know what my first attack's gonna be. Wait, we have to roll initiative.
Yes.
I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 4.
So I rolled for the Knowles, I rolled for Klein, and I rolled for Bob, and they all got 4s.
And Shooter is running.
I'm so glad you remembered to roll for that.
Yeah.
I rolled for Bob, and he got a 20.
So I rolled a 2.
Knoll armor class is 5.
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Do I go first?
Apparently.
Sweet.
Okay.
2 die 4. I rolled 8.
So that's 4 Knolls.
Correct.
You want to do something really evil?
Okay, so the first 4 Knolls in the wave are asleep. They crash down and get a mouthful of dirt.
4 out of 28. I'm good. I took my 4 out. What about you?
Only 27 if you include the leader.
27.
Did we put the leader to sleep?
No.
I'll take care of the leader in a second.
As soon as you find it.
Yeah. Well, I have an idea of what I'm going to do next.
You
That
were
was-
saying?
I rolled a 4, so it's I'm still waiting on
Because my initial instinct always is sleep first, because that's just my natural instinct. Now
At this point?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, if you can hit the whole crowd, sleep them all, then grease them, and then set it on fire, so they just have to sit there sleeping on fire.
I can't. Once they if they're asleep, once they take damage, they wake up.
Okay.
So that was my 2. 3s. 4s.
Like everyone else?
Wow.
I got a 4, but it doesn't
Hey,
whoever wants
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You, where's your wolf?
He said it was taking a defensive position.
Oh, I didn't
to.
even hear him.
He got a 1 for initiative, and I just had him take a defensive position.
Got you. I probably should have done the other spell first then. That was stupid.
What spell?
Web.
No,
He's eager to use his 2nd level spells now.
I can do that. Alright, so, are you going or you want me to roll first?
They all happen at the same time, so tell me what happens, and I'll try to figure out what happened.
Okay, first I want to figure out what distance are they at.
Like right in front of you?
Okay, so I
Million.
guess I'll just use my short sword, or my concrete. And this is large creatures, so I use the 8-sided die, right?
Right?
Alright, so then I'm going to hit the first creature, the closest one to me, for 11 damage.
Okay.
I'm at half health, by the way, so I'm gonna need some help.
I'm trying. I'm working on it.
I know.
Okay. My next initiative, if I'm alive, will be web. And then it'll be going around them and start backstabbing their asses. Of course, backstab only works if they don't know I'm there.
Right.
If they're so focused on something else.
Okay, so in the extreme onrush of what happens, so that first 4 wave goes to bed, Betty time. Like the next like 2 waves after that are so off put by that not only do they all miss, 2 of them fumble so bad that they land straight into his attack, straight into Klein's attack, which that one's dead, and and Bob nails another one.
Nice.
Wait, what about the one that I hit with 11 damage? Is he not dead?
He's not dead.
Of course.
But
Neither is the one that Bob hit.
my sleep spell confused 16 of them.
Right. I have a question about the ointment, the Kyoto's ointment. Can I use that in combat, or do we have to be out of combat?
You can, but it makes you do things later. It happens later. It adds to your initiative.
Yeah. So initiative again?
Mm-hmm.
3.
So did the Knolls get a 3.
Okay.
I got a 3 as well. This is a little bit odd.
Don't worry. Bob and Klein broke the pattern. They got 4s again.
I'm going to cast web. And if you ask me how many I can take out, all of them. I can web all of them. All of them.
Where's your casting speed?
2.
Where does it say that?
Should be right about that.
Oh, over here? Are you sure?
No, that's my level.
Yeah.
Did I not write it down?
No. You have 5 yards per level.
I wrote it down to everything
2
else.
turns per level.
One.
AoE 8,000 cubed feet.
That's the area of effect. 8,000 cubed feet is what the spell said.
Even though it says 10 times 10 times 10.
Read the whole thing.
10 foot high, 40 foot. 10 foot high, 40 foot high, 20 foot wide, 10 foot deep. What is a phi?
Really?
I don't understand this. Dimensions only come in 3s.
No, they don't.
You don't live in a 4-dimensional world.
They are 10 by 10 foot by 10 foot cubes, and the webs must be at least 10 feet thick. So a mass of 40 feet high and 20 feet wide and 10 feet deep may be cast. So I can go 40 feet wide. I can hit everything.
How did I read that as a G?
Don't know. And the casting time is 2.
And what did you roll for?
3.
So 3 plus 3 is 6. So you actually go last.
No, so it's 2. It's 3 plus 2 is 5.
5. That still makes you go last.
So you are going to add casting time?
Yes! What?
Oh, you're horrible.
You're the one that ruined my planned adventure.
So you're putting a. I got you. All right.
Deal.
All right. I just ruined her adventure. I'm happy.
My planned encounter.
I'm happy.
Why do you think I sent so many at you?
Wow, you wanted to hurt us.
Yes.
Whoa.
I'm at half health. You might not hurt us. You might just kill us.
What was your initiative again?
3.
So you go at the same time as the Knolls.
There's a lot of them. I'm gonna take a defensive position for now.
Okay.
So you get a +4 to your armor class, which will bring you down to like 2.
Where do you see +4?
Your armor class is 4. It's for a defensive position. It's armor class. You get 4 to your armor class in a defensive position.
Is that the same thing as parrying?
I don't.
Because
I don't know.
I didn't see anything about a hello. I didn't see anything specifically about a defensive position. I only found parrying.
You have to use that then, which is 2, I believe.
Warriors get AC bonus of half their level +1.
So
add
2. So yeah.
Yeah, 2. AC +2.
So it gives him an armor class of 2.
But he can only use his buckler on one of them.
Well, if he's defending, oh yeah, because the buckler. Hello, welcome. Welcome back, I should say. I think. Right?
Probably.
That's the same. Can't read without glasses.
That's nice.
You just made it in time. She's gonna try and kill us. I'm gonna web them all. Let me see.
The only Knolls that hits you.
Of course. With a 1 armor class?
Yes, you rolled an 18,
No.
which is exactly what he needed.
Of course. How much damage did I take?
3.
Oh.
And your concentration is broken, so no webs. One of the gnolls actually fumbled, though, so he fell over his friends.
Mm-hmm.
He'll have to spend the next round getting up.
So do I count that as a cast spell or not? I cannot. I can't take that as a cast spell. All right. Is it an instrument?
At the very least, I'm not counting it for XP.
Is it?
No, Bob and Klein have to.
Okay.
First, I have to. Bob did not make his morale on round 2.
Yeah.
Klein, on the other hand, destroys one more, and and one of the ones that had previously been wounded is also now not moving anymore.
Okay. Is it initiative time again?
Now it's initiative time, yes.
And you're not going to let me cast my web spell, are you?
You can try. Remember to add your
Wow.
whatchamajigger.
Well, I'm going last. Oh, wait. No. Yeah. 5.
So your modified initiative is 5?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I got a 3, and the wolf got a 2, and he's going to take defensive position anyway.
Okay, so Klein gets to go first. All of his attacks hit. So that's 3 more dead gnolls. 7-2.
He's really high.
Very impressive flourish, by the way.
So is that 1, 2? What number was that?
What do you mean? Oh, those were 1s.
Okay. 2s? 3s?
I have a 3. So how many gnolls are left at this point?
Do you want me to include the sleeping ones?
No, ones that are alive. Sorry.
So there's one injured one in front of you, as well as a lot.
More than we can fight. More than we can kill in one round.
Yeah, they're slowly surrounding you guys.
I'm going to strike the one closest to me again for 10 damage.
Okay, that one's dead.
Finally. And I'm going to take a step back as well. I'm going to back up as I attack to not let them overcrowd me.
Okay.
4s. 5s. Web! I'm webbing their ass.
Okay, and it said something about a save?
Let me see. No, the save is depending on what their strength is. If they have a 13, if they have a 1 to 12, they cannot break out. If their strength is 13 to 17, it takes one. They can break out 1 foot per round, which would take 10 rounds for them to get out. If their strength is 18 or greater, they can break 2 feet per round, which is only 5 rounds before they break out.
This happens after I just found a way to calculate monster strength, and I ignored it. I have no idea where that is.
Well, you can make an assumption that the leader might be an 18 and all the rest are under. So the 18 would take 5 rounds to break out.
I mean, I know there was something about size and HD.
I mean, they're probably all within 13 to 17 strength.
Right.
So
I'd say that's probably accurate.
So it would take them 10 rounds to break out, and the ogre leader would only take 5 rounds to break out.
Okay. And what effect does web have?
What do you mean?
They're just tangled?
Yeah, they're stuck. They can't move. If they can,
So
they can cast spells. They can't necessarily. It depends if you make them use this stuff to cast spells, they can't. They can't. If they already had an arrow or not, they can release the arrow. It may or may not go anywhere, depending upon how the webs. But they can't move forward unless they're trying to break out. Is what they're saying. So as long as they are so if they reach with their spear, they have a spear, can hit us, they can still attack us for that. Until if we stay in their melee combat. Um, they It said something specific about spells too.
well, they don't have any spells. So.
Yeah, but I don't know that I can attack them with spells.
Gotcha. Right. Fire would probably burn it.
Fire would burn them. They take 2d4 damage per round set on flame, and it would burn it up in 1 round. So they would only take 2d4 damage.
Right.
So if I want to do that, I mean I could. No, he just keeps on failing his morale check.
Yeah, the way Cowardly works is he has to check every round until he makes it, and then he can act freely.
What I was gonna say is if you drop them all in the web, me and Shooter can back up and just start picking them off with bows. Do you want to do that, or you want to try that?
It just says that it states if the webs get caught on fire, it suffers 2d4 points of damage from the flames. It doesn't say anything else about. I could have sworn it said something about it. With the spells cast 7 throws, 7 successful things occur, and the creatures escape it. Less than 13 strength. Creatures with strength. I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, look, and they do get a saving throw.
Yeah, -2 penalty. Write that down. -2 penalty negates it. How many are you going to have negated? Oh, half of them. I'm not going to let you beat me that much, Dad.
Well, so far it's every third one, so. It looks like only 3 of them managed to avoid capture.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Lucky you.
Mm-hmm. Lucky
And you
me.
said they're stuck for 10 rounds?
No, they are stuck for 2 turns per level, which is however many rounds in a turn.
10 rounds in a turn.
So they're stuck for 10 rounds per level, and I'm third, so they're stuck for 30 rounds.
Okay.
Unless they can break out.
Right.
So having said that, initiative. At least for the.
They still got to attack.
Oh yeah. Oh, was it simultaneous?
No, you got 5. They got 6.
Oh, okay. So the only ones that can attack are those 3.
Mm-hmm. Well, aside from the ones that were already in melee range.
Right. How many damage? How much do you have down? You have 28. You just took 27 points. Damn it!
I can't do that much with an axe.
Like, so we're definitely close to where we gotta be though, because they came hunting us.
No, they were attracted. They just saw a camp and were like, "We're raiding you."
They can try raiding us, but we got the archer on our side.
Except the archer hasn't done anything.
Shut up. I was talking about him.
Gotcha. And speaking of, you both get nailed.
Of course.
You take 7 points damage. You take 8.
Okay. Is it initiative now for us?
No, I get at least 1 more attack.
Okay. I will attack you.
They miss.
Good. Alright, I'm gonna roll for shooter. Shooter made it.
Lucky him.
Finally.
I got a 2.
No. Oh yeah. We roll initiative for both of
Klein
us.
got a 1.
Shooter got a 3, I got a 6.
So Klein goes first.
Klein's like, he's a weapons master. That's why he has 7 too.
So yeah, the next section of the wave is dead.
So are there any that are not in the web anymore?
There was 3 that made their save on the web.
And one of them is dead.
And one of them is dead.
Okay, so there's 2 left that are not.
Correct.
Well then, I am going to. Are they closer to me or are they closer to Klein? Are they in with?
They are like one's way over here and the other one's way over there.
Okay, so are either of them within melee distance to me?
The one on that side.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go for him, and I'm going to hit for 11 damage.
It's not dead yet.
Of course it's not.
Is it shooter's turn now? Freeze. Okay. Shooter fires 2 arrows.
At?
The one on the other side of away from him.
Okay.
Ooh. A nat 20 and a 17. He hit.
Roll damage.
I know. 8, 9. Oh, wait, does he get bonuses for? Does he get a +1 for damage? For? No, he does not. Okay. So 8, 9, 10.
10 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Also not dead.
Did you have any 4s for your gnolls?
No, they got a 6.
That's what I got.
Oh, we get to go through. Okay.
And he's going to step in and attack the one that I just attacked. And does he still do what damage does he do for large creatures? Is it just the 6-sided die?
No, it should be 1d4 plus 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
I believe there's no difference in those things.
Correct.
So he'll do 5 damage.
Okay, that one dies.
Finally. Good boy.
So there's one left. That's
Unwebbed.
Unwebbed.
And not asleep.
What are their armor classes again?
5.
I hit all 4 of them. And I did a whopping 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I did 11 points damage.
It's sort of and collapses.
I'm going to do 1 die 2 per dart.
Yeah,
Plus 1.
but he only had 3 HP.
Oh, okay, it's dead. I did all 4 of them on him.
No, overkill.
I'm good with that.
What a shame you don't get XP for it.
Okay, I don't care.
I don't remember.
So I have a question. As a good character, am I still allowed to fire at these guys since they're incapacitated, or are they? Is that considered against my lawful good?
Who said they were incapacitated?
Well, they're stuck by web, right? So that means they can't move per se.
Well, if you get close to them, they can still attack you.
Right, but I was gonna shoot him with a bow.
So he's trying to say, would it hurt his
Alignment.
alignment? Are gnolls evil?
Alignment, chaotic evil.
You can get away with it.
Fantastic. I have very little health. I'm not allowing them to stab me in the side.
So go ahead. I mean, initiative, right?
Yeah.
Klein got a 1.
I got a 3 and Shooter got a 4.
I got a 3 and the wolf got a 5.
Klein gets to go first. So, yeah, that's a couple more dead.
All right. 3 got 2s. Oh, it's just us because they're all incapacitated. They're not within melee.
At this point, they are, yeah. The only ones remaining.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna take out. If I set them on fire, I would potentially do 8 points of damage to them, but I could also do only 2, and that would release them.
Right, it would release them. Let's try to take down a couple more before we release them, because if me and Shooter can fire arrows at them, we can probably knock out a good few of them pretty quick.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna throw darts
You do that.
because I don't want to get in melee combat. I hit 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, 6 points damage to one of them.
Okay, next.
4s.
I'm gonna step back and fire an arrow at one of them for 7 damage.
Okay. It is not.
Okay, well I'm going to. Let's see, can I hit my next one? I can. For 5 damage on the same guy.
Okay.
Should have hit for 5 damage.
Okay, who does he hit?
You
Just pick one?
pick one.
Okay. Anyone else?
That's us.
Okay.
What's Bob doing?
Bob filled his morale a while ago.
Oh. Klein's pretty much a killer, huh?
Yeah, seriously, just
Had to get him the right fight.
Right.
I mean, the last one was intended to be this fight, but you know.
Sorry.
She couldn't kill us last time, so now she's really trying to kill
No, she wanted us to see how Klein operates with a killing instinct.
Right.
So
So he wasn't just a cleric or a priest or anything. He was a fighter.
Yeah, so is that it, right? We're all done. We can go our next initiative.
Yeah.
Shooter got a 2, I got a 4.
Fudge. Klein got a 4.
I got a 3 in the wolf.
Shooter goes first. He hits 1. He's going to hit for 2 points for the same one that he fired on. When I go, I hit 3 out of 4. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. The one I hit before.
Okay. That one is lumping over the bodies in front of him.
Good.
Next.
I darted him to death.
Next is 4s, right?
Yeah.
No, I was a 3.
All right.
Okay, 3s.
I'm going to fire another arrow at. Is the one I was hitting? Is he dead? Did he get hit by something else?
No, he's not dead yet.
Alright, well, I'm going to hit him for 5 damage.
Now it's dead.
Beautiful. Alright, and I'm going to loose my next arrow for 8 damage. Wait a minute, let me make sure I hit. That hits. For 8 damage on the next one.
Just random next one.
The next one closest to the one that I just killed.
Okay. Now it's 4s.
Klein.
Yeah, Klein's going in. Klein doesn't care about your bow attacks. He's going in.
I can shoot around him. Maybe.
There are rules for that, you know. So yeah, he takes out another 2.
So how many are remaining?
One, 2, 2 injured, the leader, and 4 sleeping folks.
Can we tell which one the leader is yet?
He has a brighter green than the others on their cloak.
Shooter and I both get 5s.
I got a 3 in the wolf.
The Knolls get a 6 and Klein gets a 3.
Klein goes first.
So with the chaos of all the webs, he manages to take out the leader, but then he gets stuck in the webs.
Well, that's brilliant.
He rolled 2 fumbles. Wasn't sure what else to do with that.
Oh, perfect. So you're up. So lighting the web on fire would be a bad thing right now.
That would probably earn you a fist fight. Or a decapitation, you know.
Klein has just started to maybe trust you. I don't think setting him on fire would do well for that.
He'd also probably die.
Right.
Invisible. Gone.
So anyway, you were doing?
Yeah, I'm going to hit one of the injured ones with another arrow for 5 damage.
Okay, that one's dead.
Alright.
The sleepy ones are left, right?
One more alive. Unless he kills it.
I'm going to take my second arrow at the other one that's injured for 6 damage.
Exactly enough that you needed.
Yes.
Okay.
Now it's the sleepy ones.
Shooter took 12 points damage to 1. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 to another from me.
Okay. 2 more are now awake.
That's okay.
Yeah. And they're right next to you, remember.
They're not stuck in the web either?
They probably were caught in the web, but remember, that was the first wave, so they were right next to you.
That's okay. Initiative. The shooter got a 2, I got a 4.
I got 2 3s.
What'd you get?
I got a 1 and the wolf got a 5.
Yes, you go first.
I'm going to go ahead and cut Klein free from the webbing.
You're so nice. Klein is appreciative.
You just made out his good list.
Hopefully. Does that count as my attack?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cut him out and then step back.
Shooter is going to. He hits both. The one that he hit initially, 3 points damage.
It's not going to bite him.
Is it dead?
Yes.
And the other one, 6 points of damage.
It's not going to bite you.
Sweet. There's 2 more asleep. I'm assuming Klein's going to take those.
Gladly.
Yeah.
They're asleep. It's automatic hit.
Automatic hit. Klein does not like gnolls.
He's not a ranger.
So only rangers get species enemy?
Correct.
Correct.
It is a ranger thing.
All right. I'm going to go loot.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was coming.
I'm going specifically to the leader first.
Okay, you do that.
See what he's got.
I'm gonna go ahead and collect all the arrows.
I'm going to actually take my last Kyurem's ointment and toss it at him.
I've got one left as well. If you want to save yours, I was gonna use mine anyway.
Okay.
You have less HP than me, so I'm gonna use mine. Is that 1d4 plus 8?
Yes.
Alright, well that's 12 hit points back for me. You go ahead and keep yours. You have less than me.
Okay.
You find on the leader 1 electrum and 5 silver.
What about anything interesting like rings or pendants or anything that might be of finer quality? Nothing.
I mean, his axe was shinier.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Even though I can't use it, I'll take it anyway because it's shiny.
Are you a gnome?
Maybe. Now I'll go loot the rest. I try to detect magic on that thing. Oh, I got a spell. Did I take it? Did I take detect magic? I believe I did. I did take it. There it is. 2 rounds per level. So what will last for is the axe. Do I see anything in that general vicinity that might be magical? No? So the axe isn't magical?
It's just shiny.
Alright, what else do I find?
Among all the other bodies, you find 6 copper and 3 silver.
Well, go us. We're raking in the cash. So, Klein, you are a pretty badass there. You're really good with that weapon, that's for sure. Well, it's something silly, but still, I mean, my goodness.
How long did you train with that weapon to become so proficient?
I'm afraid that's a little hard to answer. couldn't have been. He studied magic for a little while.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he failed, but
Right. Cool. Well, thank you very much for kicking ass and taking names. Would have liked to been more helpful, but I got a web.
I got distracted. Little.
True, but you take stayed still for you. That was good, right? Right?
First, I was getting a thrill, but then it just became a bore.
Great. You're a psychopath. All right. So I guess we'll finish our breakfast and go.
That was in the evening.
Oh
I mean, if you want to travel through the night, by all means.
no, no. Well, we should leave the killing grounds because, you know, wolves and bears.
Well, actually, you had already just eaten dinner, so.
All right, so I'd like to travel a little bit further.
Okay.
Like an hour or something. Small, little jaunt. Nothing major. No more killing. Son of a bitch.
Rolling for encounters anyway.
Guess what?
What?
I actually don't have to alter the next encounter.
What did you roll?
Orcs.
How many?
Hold on, let me find that page. Orcs.
Are these large creatures or small creatures?
Orcs are medium.
Okay, so they count for the regular hit die.
Should I say 11 or 92?
I don't know. What do you think? You think we would survive 92 of them?
No.
How about we cut it down the middle and just do 5?
I think that's the opposite of the middle. I mean, orcs are supposed to be your favorite thing to kill, so I thought you would want 92.
No, I would want 92 if I had like 500 health points.
I don't think anyone gets 500 health points.
Exactly. So no, I don't want to fight 92 orcs without 500 health points.
So I guess you're getting 11 orcs.
I guess so. Are we surprised? Do we see them?
Roll 1d10.
You want to roll it?
You can roll it.
I rolled a 6.
Not surprised.
Are they surprised?
I'm pretty sure that a 9 means no.
So neither one of us are surprised. Shooter's in the front. Let me roll for shooter.
Probably roll for Bob too. Well, he actually makes his morale.
He makes his morale too.
Wow.
All right.
We get the animals for at least round 1.
Yeah. So I'm obviously in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got an initiative of 2 anyway.
I'm going to move silently, hide in shadows, and try to get around behind them. Bingo. We're all good.
Yeah, you made it for both of them?
Both of them.
Okay. So you hide in shadows, move
A
silently.
40 and a 30. Make it.
So that's your round.
That's my round. Shooter. Oh, initiative. Initiative for shooter is a 1. Armor class?
6.
Doesn't matter. I make it for 1 anyway. Shoot it. I mean. Oh, no. You get hit. Sweet. 2 arrows for 8 points damage. On the front one.
Bob also gets to go
Boom, boom.
Guess they're probably out of Bob's range at the time being.
Probably.
Yeah.
I have a 2. Is there any more ones?
There are no other ones, but the orcs also get it too.
Okay, so before, so how close are they at this point? Are they within melee combat range?
No.
Okay, I'm going to fire 2 arrows at the one that he behind the one that he just killed.
Okay. Go.
That hits. I'm going to fire 1 for 6 damage.
It drops.
All right, and then I'm going to hit the next one for 3 damage.
It does not.
I figured as much.
Now for the orcs attacks. You know what? They're all charging.
Okay. That's their round. They charge.
Mhm.
So, initiative. What about Klein?
Klein has a 3.
He's next, I guess.
Yeah. Well, their charge will happen after his.
Hmm.
So. Well, actually, I guess in a way, they're charging into him. Lucky him.
Charging into a polearm is not a good idea.
No. But then, you can't set a Guisarm Bulge to brace for a charge either, though. So yeah, he hits with all of them. He takes out 3 of them all at once. And then the remaining orcs make it to everyone.
Did he hit the one that I injured?
No. 3 of the orcs do damage. One of them on
Hiding.
Shooter. No, wait. Shooter's attacked last. So one of them on Bob, one of them on Klein, and the other one also on Bob.
They're gonna get hurt.
Yeah. Now initiative.
Oh, double one.
I got 2 in the bullpen.
Klein has a 1.
Triple one. So I'm going to backstab one of them.
Okay, you do that.
And I hit for 10, 11, 12 points damage.
Guys,
Shooter, 2 arrows on one of them for 5 points damage.
guys.
Klein kills the rest.
He doesn't have enough attacks to, oh no, I guess he does. Yes, the rest are now dead.
All right.
Sweep.
Loot. Do they have anything at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get my arrows back.
Yeah.
Can I get one of them by myself or 2?
I think I think 1, because one of the attacks you only got 3 damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you only managed to kill 1, it looks like. Oh no, wait, you managed, right? Yeah.
The first attack he killed one. The second attack he hit it for 3 points damage, and then everything died.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And then Klein happened.
And then they got Klein.
I like that.
And I look at all the corpses that I didn't kill, like, damn it.
Kick a couple in the head while you walk them by.
Right.
You find in total you find 5 copper and 1 silver.
Man, these orcs are broke.
Well, so much for trying to find space to sleep.
Guess you're walking further into the night.
Yeah, I guess so. Another hour.
Boy, look at you, I got a 9. That's not an encounter.
Set camp.
2 hours into the night.
We'll set camp and I'll take first watch.
Okay, do that.
Simon will take second.
We'll do that.
I'll take 3.
Okay, during watch 1.
Oh boy.
Remember that thing that you said no to in Discord earlier? Or the S's?
And this is on the
First watch.
Oh, well, at least you're on first watch, right? I was gonna say at least Shooter's got the insect repellent, which he needs to teach us.
He's out of insect repellent now.
Oh.
Since they're not actual insects, it takes a lot to drive them away.
How many buzz by?
I have the wrong book. Hold on. Please stand by. We'll see. I think I have the wrong book. I did not have the wrong book.
You had the wrong book.
I apparently don't know which way
You
letters are.
You should put a marker where the mosquitoes are.
No. There it is.
No kidding, right? Get an index cards for them.
I really should. Let's see. Here we go. 3 to 30. 16.
as they're coming in, web.
Okay.
So do we have to see if we're surprised?
Probably
6 or 10?
10. What's the-
9.
Did you just move it?
No, it was like this. And I want to make sure it wasn't a 6. So
Gotcha,
I rolled it.
okay.
I turned it around.
So are you waking us up?
No, I just gotta get surprised or not.
You were not surprised.
Okay.
Apparently, you heard the buzzing.
Okay, I hear the buzzing and I wake you guys up as I'm casting web spell to trap them all while they're flying around. Or see how many I can trap. It's doing an awful lot of rolling.
I'm doing it individually, okay?
Why?
Because I'm watching.
But why, mommy?
You did not get all of them.
Hey, how many do I get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I got 10 of them?
Yep.
Sweet. I wake you all up. I web. I got 10 of them. Web.
Yep. So they're kind of webbed in place in midair.
Yeah. Now it's initiative.
I still have 1 second fly around.
Well, let me roll for what's his name. He made it.
Bob makes his.
But he rolled a 6 for initiative. I rolled a 3.
Bob goes first.
I rolled a 2 and a 2 for myself and the wolf.
What about Klein?
Klein gets a 3. Bob gets a 1 though. He finally gets. I forgot before, but this time he's going to try and do his thing with the stick. Swing. Yeah.
Oh God. Who does he hit instead of the insects?
I know, right?
Or gets swapped aside the head.
Well, he definitely doesn't hit an insect, that's for sure. Or a sturge. Hold on, you want me to check who gets
No.
it? Whoever was that way.
So 2s.
Over there.
You got a 2? Ray,
I did get a 2. So
you're up. There are how many? There are 4 flying around.
1, 2,
6.
6.
There are 6 of them flying around.
I'm gonna go for one of the ones flying around and swing my buckler in his direction for 5 points damage.
Okay. You knocked it off course.
The wolf has also got a 2, and he's going to try to snap at one. He's going to snap at the one that I just hit for 4 damage.
The sturge is no longer in the air. Now it's Klein's turn.
He's going to swing his whole arm and just fall up and get cut in half.
No, actually. One of them was a fumble.
The wings off a fly.
Right, so with that fumble, he actually ends up cutting. He cuts 3 of them free.
But the other 2, the other 5 that he hit are dead. Okay, 3s.
That was 3.
Oh, I have a 3.
Okay.
I'm just because I'm like this. I'm going to set the web on fire. 2d4 damage. And I got 7 points damage on all of them. Make it a little easier to kill them when they're half dead.
Fours? Or do I get to attack now?
You shooter has a 6.
Okay, Sturge. Sturge's attack. Sturge attack.
The ones that caught fire there on the ground, their wings are burnt. Maybe.
Half of them are. For a second, that would have been hilarious. 2 of them got a 6, but 1 of them got a 9. It would have been hilarious if they were all 6s. So yeah, they all miss. They were so traumatized.
Cool. I like traumatization. Okay, shooter's turn. 18 and a 20. A 5 and a 2.
What?
2 arrows.
Okay.
I hit an 18 and a 20. My damage was 5. And double that one was a 2.
Okay. I thought it was on different ones or the same one?
Same one. Ones that weren't injured yet.
Okay. Thanks, guy.
Nice.
Right? Wait, 5 plus 2.
Is 7.
Not dead.
Not dead. Scratch that. Initiative. Right?
Right.
Ray, initiative. I got a 1 and shooter got a 3.
I've got a 2. Klein the Sturgis got a 4.
Wow.
Next.
Ones. That would be me. I have 4 darts. The ones that are already injured, I'm going to try to do like 1 dart on each. Okay? They all hit. I got a 3, 3, no, 4, 4, 4, and a 2.
They're all dead.
Cool.
2s.
Swing batter batter.
Yes. You crush it. Destroy it. Slice it.
Dice it.
Bob hits.
There are feathers everywhere.
Bob hits.
Oh God.
Indeed. Who does he hit? He hits Klein.
Oh God.
Threes?
Oh, shooter. He hits 1 out of 2, and that one there is 6 points damage.
Okay. Any particular target?
Mm-mm.
What was the total?
6.
Klein is very upset that he just got whacked in the head and grabs the stick from Bob and refuses to let him use the stick ever again. That is his round.
That was brilliant. All right. 4s, 5s.
Well, that was Klein. Klein was a 4. The other Sturgis were a 4.
Right.
So as for
Okay. Go ahead.
He's going to snap at the next one in the air for 4 damage.
okay. Not dead yet. He picked off a leg.
Wow.
Ooh. I got a crit.
I don't really like it when the team goes, ooh. That's worse than a smile.
It doesn't bode well for us.
No.
Apparently they both managed to get Bob.
Wow. And their sucker is stuck and they're bleeding to death, right? They impaled themselves on Bob.
Well, no, the fact that they managed to the fact that they managed to hit Bob means that they managed to get between his armor, so.
What about Bob?
Well, they're now stuck to him.
Klein says, I'll get those. What does... Where'd it go?
Right between my legs. Guess what?
What?
I got another crit.
Who did? More of the Sturgeons?
Sturges. We don't have sturgeons in the forest. Who are these ones going to latch onto? One of them is latching onto you, and the other one is latching onto your wolf.
What is their initial hit damage?
The one on you does 3, the one on the wolf does 2.
Okay, so how many, what's left?
There are 4 that are attached, 4 that are on the ground, and 1 flying uninjured, and I see 2 more. Yeah, 1 flying injured and 1 still stuck in the web. Oh wait, the web burned, so it actually is still flying. It's flying. injured. Initiative.
I got a 1 and the wolf got a 2.
The Sturges get a 2.
I got a 1 as well.
Okay, ones go first.
So the 2 of them that are on, there's how many injured?
In total, 6.
I'm gonna 1 dart on each. I got 4 darts.
There's 6 targets.
I know, but I got 4 darts, so I'm gonna do 1 dart on each. 4. 4 of them will get hit for 1 dart on each.
Okay. Confuse me more, why don't you?
I'm working on it. Okay, so that is 4, 4, 3, and 2.
Okay,
Any of them died?
all of them.
Well, that would have been nice to know. Okay.
I mean, one of them was already on the ground, so.
Okay. It's dead now.
Okay, any other ones?
Yes, I have a 1, and I'm going to grab the one that's on my wolf and rip it off for 6 damage.
It's not dead yet.
Did I pull it off though?
No, the only way to get him off is to actually kill him.
Okay.
Any other ones? 2s?
Didn't your wolf get it too?
Yes. Yes, he did. And he's going to bite the one that's attached to me.
Okay.
4 or 5 damage.
Also not dead. Fortunately, it looks like the last airborne Sturge still did not manage to get a meal. So, 3s? 3s. Didn't you just hit everything with darts?
Shooter.
Ah.
Shooter's going to hit the one that's on Bob.
Okay.
Nailed both of them, both arrows. 1 arrow in each. For a 4 and a 1. Should have put 2 arrows in the same one.
It wouldn't have killed him anyway. Okay, 4s. Bob is distraught about the stick and
Pointy thing sticking in the Sturges.
so he's not sure what to do now. You 2 went. Those 2 went. Klein. Klein uses his attacks to take out the ones that are not attached, because that's how he rolls. So the ones on the ground are all done for, but when he tried to get the one in the air, he fumbled. So
Sloopy fall.
more like he tripped on the polearm he wasn't using. Well, he was using it, but he was using the wrong side. He thought it would be easy. He's not used to fighting flying creatures, tiny flying creatures with a polearm.
What happens to Klein with his fumble?
He's shaken by hitting
The ground?
a tree.
A tree? Oh, me and Shooter both get a 2.
You two take 2 points damage from the from the Sturges. And Bob is really not feeling too good.
I'm working on it, Bob.
So we both got a 1 now. Do I go or you have to roll?
You got a 1?
Yes.
Go.
I did my roll.
Go.
Okay. I am going to grab the one that's on me and crush it for 8 damage.
I didn't know you had a hairbrush, but it's dead.
You said
Crush. Why did
I said crush.
I hear brush?
I don't know.
I don't know, but you got 4 ears.
Apparently they're not working together.
All right, and the wolf is going to drop and roll to crush the one on him for 5 damage.
Okay.
Is it dead?
Yes, it splurts.
Finally.
It splurts all that blood that was just in the wolf. The one on you also splurts.
Yes. Wiping it off my face.
2s?
2s.
I got 2s.
The Sturge that was in the air misses. Shooter.
3 points. On 1. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What? 14? 3, 6, 9. Yeah, 14. 14 points on 1. The one that only had 1 point the first time. Yeah. 4 darts. Thump, 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 thump. And the 2 arrows were in the other one. Yeah, they were both arrows that hit, but I rolled a 2 and a 1 for damage. I'm not successful with damage for him.
Bob now fails his morale check.
Oh, God.
So.
Rolled up on a ball.
Yeah.
Does he crush the one? One of them that's left?
You know what? Let's just say he does.
Yeah.
He's literally gonna die otherwise.
So there's only 1 left.
Mhm.
Then Klein should take care of that. He's got 5 hits. He should hit it once.
He does.
Yeah. I go over to Bob with my Kodom's ointment. And he gets 10 hit points back.
Oh, look at him.
I didn't realize he was getting hit so much. And that was my last Kodom's ointment.
Well, in the previous battle, he took quite some damage. So.
Well, if the DM would let us sleep.
Hey, Shooter, do you think we can start looking for those flowers to make some more of that ointment?
It's not autumn yet.
Is it? I thought it was. You said it was like 6 days away.
No. She never said that.
I swore she did.
No, 6 days away was the town.
No, I swore she said 6 days away till autumn, and I asked if
Oh, that's right. She did say that. No, we've only traveled 4 days.
We've traveled way more than 4 days. This happened last session. I asked about the appointment, or asked about the autumn.
We have traveled 4 days since the Knoll attack in the previous.
And that's when you asked for the Kyoto. I told you we only traveled 4 days. I have a pretty good memory. I keep track of that stuff.
So when is fall at this point then?
Autumn.
2 days,
Okay, so it was
I
6
think. So 2 more days of summer, and then it would be the official fall. Autumn.
And theoretically, in like 2 days, we'll be at the town.
Been a lot of theoreticals with this travel.
Yeah. I don't know how she keeps all that, and I mean, she writes everything down, but man, that's like some deep stuff.
Yeah.
She's like a real DM.
It seems like she planned for a very long travel journey.
Actually, this is the first one that I take proper track of it this time. So, like as we're going along.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing?
I think we're gonna rest.
Just right here?
Right here.
Right here.
Yep.
Right here.
Why not?
Okay. Right here.
It's just mosquitoes. I'm gonna use one as a pillow. Actually, no, I'm gonna pile them all up and use it as a pillow.
Klein's staying a little bit farther away from you this time.
All right. I got first. No, that was at my watch.
That was your first watch.
Fine, you're next. I was like, wait a second, that was on my watch. No wonder I decided to stay here camping. Camp's already all set.
So nothing happens during Klein's watch.
Good.
Yeah, right. Nothing ever happens during his watch.
Good.
On the other hand, you were getting last watch, right?
Yes.
Oh, good. We rolled for owl.
You did.
I was gonna say, if I rolled for Sturge again, I'm not doing Sturge.
Good Lord. All right. Morning.
Good morning.
Thank goodness.
But whenever we get to this town, I'm sleeping for like a week. Because we don't have to have encounter checks in the city, right?
Yes, you do. Nope. Thugs, thieves,
Drunken.
drunks, large rats.
People trying to sell you things.
Gotta roll for those. Just kidding. Just kidding.
You stop all the thieves.
No, it'll stop most of them because most thieves are lazy.
Be careful.
Yeah. This one learned wizardry.
Had to. Couldn't steal anything.
So morning,
Morning.
breakfast,
Mm,
all the dead bodies,
mm.
the additional dry bodies.
Fry them up. Nothing like sturgeon in the morning. Oh, we are. I'm cooking. You're not.
The dried skunks. Dried hogs.
I've got cooking proficiency. It may not attract other things.
You're right, I rolled a 10. That is not an encounter.
See, we eat well today.
All the Sturge's previous victims.
All right, let's go.
Okay, off you go. Nothing yet. At midday, Shooter motions for you guys to come over.
I'm not going. 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 You can't make me. I'm not going. Okay, we go over.
I was gonna say, Klein and Bob do. They don't see any reason. Problem. Klein's still feeling pretty much fine, and Bob doesn't know any better.
Oh my god. So what do we see? What does he show us?
A small lake about the size of a tennis court that he knows should be safe. Most of it has tall reeds growing in it for the first 2 to 3 yards into the water, but there is a section about 6 feet wide in front of you that's clear and the water appears otherwise clean. Shooter says that he's noticed an increase in impatience as the temperatures have been rising, so he insists on taking a break here to cool down and rest some more.
I want to check for frogs or anything that could be in or on the water.
Okay. You see, like, tiny minnows.
Ooh, I'm gonna grab them and go fishing.
Go for it.
I can't say no.
I'm gonna use the minnows as bait to fish.
Okay. How you?
Up from the water comes.
Can you grab the minnows? That is the real question.
Do you have fishing proficiency?
Yes.
Then you should be able to grab them. At least one. Worms.
They're tiny.
See a paw in him? He's 6'2". He's got a freaking paw like this.
That doesn't mean you can grab a minnow. Have you ever tried?
Yes.
Have you done it?
Yes.
Yeah, but
So
you
what
also
you
don't
got?
count.
So what you're gonna do is when you see the minnows swirling around, you actually go from like on the other side and you actually force the water up onto the bank, and the minnows go with it, and you get minnows. You can do it. It's easy. Takes a little practice, but it's easy. You can catch minnows.
Yeah, there's actually a festival entertainment thing in Japan that's kind of similar, where they have goldfish in an aquarium and they take the paper thing, gotta stick it in a bucket.
All right, we're getting fish tonight. Might as well set up a proper camp then, with fire and everything, and we'll rest here.
Don't forget to check to see if you actually make your fishing proficiency check, though.
What do I roll for that?
Check the player's handbook.
Skills and powers. That fishing proficiency.
It's in both. It's slightly different in either.
I don't even know what to look for in here.
Proficiencies.
I don't even know what to look.
Secondary skills, Fisher.
No. You want the next section. Non-weapon proficiency.
Yeah, he's got a book. Why am I looking?
Normally you're faster.
Yeah.
Fishing,
Meanwhile, Klein finds a shady area to clean his weapon in, while Bob conversely finds an open spot to sunbathe himself on his back.
I set up a fire again.
Wow, you set up 2 fires?
Yeah, another one on top of the first one.
Impressive.
it doesn't say what I need to roll a proficiency check.
Right, so
It says roll a proficiency check. I don't know. What I need to
check
roll for.
check the table.
So, what's your wisdom or intelligence? Which one's higher?
My wisdom.
Oh, it looks like the player's handbook fishing just uses wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, wisdom -1.
Yeah. So just roll your wisdom. You gotta roll under your wisdom.
-1.
With the 20-sided.
Yeah.
My wisdom is 17, so I need to roll under 17.
Under a 16.
Under 16, and I got it.
There you go. You're fishing.
So, I guess that means that in the first hour, what number did you succeed with?
5.
Oh, so hold on, math.
11 difference.
Thanks. We'll say you catch 5 fish.
Yeah, one each. Yeah.
No, they're like this.
Decent sized bass.
Bob doesn't eat fish. Ants, termites, and fruit, but he's very picky about his ants and termites. Well, not fruit specifically, only the fruit juice. He doesn't have the teeth to chew it.
All right. So, we're gonna eat. Take a good break. Do you guys do you want to stay here overnight? Because it's a nice location. Get a good rest. So we'll take like a double rest. Get 2 hit points back that way.
In the afternoon, sometime after you've done your fishing, your cooking, Klein actually speaks out to you. He says, hold on, let's see if I can do the voice. How did I do the voice?
You never had a voice for Klein.
Yes, I did.
You had a voice for Shooter, and you had a voice for Bob.
I know that the gravel part was intentional. It's supposed to be a little sinister. But you don't know how to talk like him without being angry. Um,
Take the same voice and just slow it down a little bit and pull away the F.
Wait, let me hit you in the forehead.
so he speaks out to you. He says, "Hey, Blackie. Normally I don't return to previous subjects, but your other dimension thing got me thinking. It is entirely possible that the place I was transported to when I learned blood magic wasn't a part of this world. However, it seemed as though I were underground the entire time, so I haven't much more to comment on it. Don't get the wrong idea. This doesn't mean I intend on declaring us on friendly terms now. I just thought I would share on my revelation with the one who inspired it. Likely something I picked up during my attempted wizard studies. That's all."
I'd like to say we're not on hostile terms, and I appreciate
After the conversation, Klein looks intently at his hands, holding his weapon, and returns to his spot to clean.
Hobble it.
No.
Okay. So we're gonna camp here for the night. Nice, good spot. No trees overhead. Big fire so the mosquitoes can get burnt. All right, I got first watch when we finally decided to bed down.
Yeah. Nothing else happens. Night.
Night. Night.
Night.
Klein's taking all 3 watches.
Okay.
He has much better luck not getting attacked. I think it's because it's a much higher level. I slept good last night too.
Blackie.
You just it took you long enough to catch that.
I was expecting an immediate response.
I let him get away with it this time. Okay, actually, as the night gets darker, so is it morning yet, or are we still on our third watch?
Nothing happened all night.
This morning.
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 So this is the last day of summer.
Solstice, I guess then, right?
Yeah.
Longest day of the year. Except you're almost at the equator, so doesn't make much of a difference.
Right.
Besides, it is hot.
But it is. All right. So is it a way? Is Shooter suggesting we ford this water or
No.
go around it?
Go around. I mean, it's not terribly deep, but it's also only about a tennis court size,
Oh,
which
what's the pond? A drop in. So that's why there's nothing really big in there. Gotcha. All right, we can go around it.
moving along.
Mm-hmm.
Moving along.
Moving along.
Moving along.
The look on your face is priceless.
You make it all the way to evening without any encounters.
Cool. So we should be pretty close to the town. Do we see any like roads? No. Okay. All right. I guess we'll make camp. All right. We make camp.
Camping.
Camping away. I got first watch.
Okay. You have first watch.
I have first watch.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Shooter.
Shooter. Nothing happens.
Blackie.
Something happens.
It's you. It's you.
I would feel if the dice say Sturge, but I would feel bad at I would feel bad throwing another Sturge at you guys.
Yeah. You should. Should be nothing. No, it just so happens that when we get attacked at night, it's only on your watch. Normally. So it's you. No. At least you're not mid-watch, that way we get interrupted in the middle of the night.
So guess what I'm changing the encounter to?
Gnolls?
Nope.
Orcs?
Nope.
Hyenas?
Nope.
Spiders?
Nope.
Snakes?
Nope.
Centipedes?
Nope.
What?
Nope. Zombies.
Zombies. Oh, that was my next choice? There you go. We got zombies. You hear shuffling.
Um. They are. If you look in the direction, you can make them barely out 20 feet away.
How many do I see?
2.
Do silver arrows do any? Does silver do any additional damage to zombies, or is that just other undead?
Silver. I don't believe silver does additional damage to anything.
It just allows you to hit them.
Okay.
Most undead require silver just to hit them.
Okay. Do zombies require silver to hit them?
I would answer, but you wouldn't know. I do believe you only use silver against them.
Not the first fight.
Really?
We didn't have silver.
Okay.
The only one that had anything was Shooter. Shooter. I mean, I recall us able to hit them normally, but I don't know.
That's because they don't have any special defenses.
Right.
So.
What's the armor class of the zombies?
8.
Yeah, because we didn't get the go to the gnomes and buy the silver stuff until after.
You didn't buy anything at the gnomes. Well, I'm glad you remembered there were gnomes now.
Wasn't there a gnome town?
There was!
Halflings.
No! At elves!
The elves! The elves got the silver stuff.
So anyway, you and you're doing.
I'm gonna fire one normal arrow at one of the zombies' heads for 6 damage.
Was that a cold shot? Because cold shots are at a -4.
Call show, you have to roll twice. Call.
No, I guess that wasn't specifically a called shot. That was just an assumed shot. I shoot at the zombie with the
Gotcha. So you do 4 damage.
Okay. I said I rolled a 6.
So you do 6 damage. Where did I get a 4 from? Oh, the
minus
raise 4.
4.
So, what?
Does it drop?
No.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hit it again for 5 damage.
Now it falls to its knees and drops.
Okay. After I lose my second. How far? They said they're only 20 feet away from camp-ish.
Uh-huh.
After I lose my second arrow, I wake up.
You wake up? You did it all while sleeping?
I'm gonna wake up now.
He's waking you up.
Waking me up? What? I already had my done, Mommy. I'm already done.
You finished your watch hours ago. Shooter just finished his.
Yeah.
There's only one more zombie, and I just don't want anyone else to get hit.
So then kill it.
I can't on this turn.
I look up. They're so far away. They're slow. You get it. I go back to sleep.
Okay, fine. I'll hit this one for 5 damage with another arrow.
Okay, you sunk it in the chest.
And it reverberates through the forest while the birds and bats fly out.
It is not dropping.
Okay. I'm gonna hit it again for another 5 damage.
Now it drops.
Okay, I'm going to go retrieve my arrows and accidentally hit Malik in the foot. Excuse me.
You again. You alone. You'll watch you deal. So we all wake up. We're all refreshed, except for me, because I had broken sleep. Thank you.
I was trying to make sure you didn't get zombie bit in the middle of the night.
Hog posh.
The first time. The second time was just because you were killed.
Good to know. All right, so are flowers blooming? Or are we almost to the town?
Neither.
Okay. Happy solstice! Autumn's here! Woo-hoo! How far away? You said half a week. We've been 4 days. 5 days. Make it happen! Laura. In the bathroom, she took a shower. She was getting dressed, and I opened the door just a little bit, and I went, "I love you." It scared the crap out of her.
What a surprise that is. She's neurotic.
Because she's my wife.
Shooter says that it should only be another day or two, depending on delays.
All right, let's keep rolling. Sure, you want to go for a run? Let's jog the rest of the way. Get there quicker. No, Bob couldn't.
Yeah, also, if he were to jog, he wouldn't be able to do his pathfinding thing, and then it would actually take longer to get places.
Yeah.
Because he's finding
Yeah,
finding
that's
the quickest
path, yeah.
and avoiding all the traps. Don't want to fall in a troll hole
Do not want to fall into a hole.
or a trapdoor spider
Nope. Don't want to do that either.
or stray into a killer tree.
You have those in here?
Well, I
don't want to know.
So, morning.
You're getting awfully familiar with these creatures. I'm not sure I like that. Morning already happened. We're traveling.
Yeah, and that. You'll never guess what I rolled.
An owl.
Nope.
Falcon.
Nope.
Ants.
Nope.
No, I know what she rolled. I know it, and I'm right. She rolled dice. Am I wrong?
No.
I was right. Do I get a star for being right? Come
I don't have
on.
any.
Son of one star. I have no idea. She rolled dice.
Roll surprise.
That was I got it. I was right. So I wanted a star. 6 or 10. I don't like your 10s anymore. 9. I like that.
That means you're not surprised.
I like that green dice. Rolls a lot of 9s. Too bad I don't have a weapon that does 1 to 10 damage.
No, it only has the giant version.
Oh, we don't want when that's not the giant version this time.
Not that mean. I don't think I have any giant things on.
Giant killer. Giant killer.
Well, I guess if you count spiders.
You have that. Yeah, giant snake too.
No,
Maybe
it was a constrictor snake.
Oh.
It's only a normal size constrictor snake.
Oh.
But this one is not a constrictor. It is a normal sized poisonous snake.
Boy.
So there.
We are not surprised.
Correct.
All right. We see the snake. They see yes.
It is 40 feet away.
Ooh, good. Initiative. I rolled a 2 and the shooter rolled a 4.
The snake got a 1. But it's
40 feet away.
The snake's armor class is 6.
I'm gonna fire 2 arrows at it. One for 5 damage and one for 4.
And that's what?
6.
I hit 2. I grab up my darts with poison.
Okay.
I hit 1 for 6 points of damage. I hit, 4 points of damage and 1 for 2 points of damage. And then he's going to make a save versus poison.
He failed both of them, but it's dead.
Okay. I gotta erase that poison.
That dosage.
That dosage.
So you killed a poisonous snake. Congratulations.
I'm gonna go get the poison sack. Yikes.
Okay, you like cut off its head and it's in there.
Okay. And was it in a lair or you can't tell? I'm gonna cut.
Percent in layer 0. They don't have one.
Okay. Do we know what kind of poison it is, or
I mean, I can roll.
we can wait? If you want to roll, you can. Or we can wait. Doesn't matter.
Y'all both just froze and stared at each other for 4 seconds straight.
I mean, that's basically what happened. So I guess you'll find out what it does when you use it then.
Yeah.
Or poison yourself.
So what does it do?
13. Modifier to save versus poison plus -0. The results of failure to save is 3 to 12 points of damage. But of course, it's a little snake with tiny little venom.
How many doses do I have?
For the snake, probably 3. For you, probably 1. Just because, you know.
1 dose.
I mean, unless you somehow manage to load it into tiny blue gun
1 dose
darts.
is fine.
Yeah, you're not an assassin.
No,
You'd
not.
probably kill yourself.
Probably. I'm thinking more along the lines of I'll be able to sell it or whatever to some big muckety muck wizard. Because they use poison stuff. Alright. Next. Right, next.
That would have been so sweet if it was an encounter.
Oh, there is a god.
In my world, there's several,
Yeah,
if you count them.
Yeah.
Guess what happens at evening?
Oh, mosquitoes.
No, those are at night.
Yeah. I mean, we're kind of closer to town. There shouldn't be a lot of stuff there. Maybe.
Something interesting.
Something. There will be an encounter, and it will be interesting.
Something you haven't seen yet.
What?
Yes. You see a long, slender thing in the damp foliage, with big circular mouth, with sharp, pointy teeth.
Oh. Is it purple?
Hold on. It doesn't say, but I'm gonna say no. Oh, coloration ranges from light green to blackish green, so it's green.
It's green. This is what you want to go fishing with.
3 feet long.
How many of them are there?
Hold on, let me check.
Oh, shit.
I rolled for 8 of them. We're gonna go with half of that.
Are they attacking? Can we just walk around these little things?
They're like piranha on steroids.
How are you acting towards them?
It depends. When we see them,
Oh, never mind. I rolled a 20. That's automatically hostile.
it's attacking us. No matter how what we want. Screw you guys. All right. So I guess it's initiative. So obviously they see us and they start like charging us.
I mean, as best as they can.
How far away are they?
Like 30 feet.
I got a 5 and Shooter got a 6.
Your enemy's got a 4, but Klein got a 1. Of course, having said that, 30 feet is a little far, so he won't be attacking this time.
Who's?
That's me. What is their armor class?
7.
That definitely hit then. I'm gonna hit one of them for 6 damage.
Okay. That one gurgles and dies.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the one closest next
That one gurgles and does not die.
He's just limping along with an arrow sticking out of its face.
I don't know how you can limp without any limbs.
Okay. Slither.
I like that.
Slither along slowly, one muscle at a time.
Next.
Threes. Fours.
That's me, but still a little far, so
Fives. That's me.
they're charging the best they can.
Yeah. Oh, they're on the process what?
7.
I hit 3 darts.
Targets.
The one that's already injured
Okay.
is going to take 4 points damage. Then another 2 darts will go into a different target. And they'll take 3, 4, 5, 6 points damage.
Okay. The second one died.
Okay.
First one did not.
So what, my damage and his damage did not die?
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah, that one got a high roll.
Yeah. All right. That was 5. His wolf got a 5. Too far away for the wolf.
Yeah, too far away from Bob, too.
And shooter has 6. He hits them both with a natural 20. Freaking dope. What's your roll ones? A 6 and a 3.
Okay. Target.
The 6 will be the one that is fresh, not injured, and the 3 is gonna take 6 damage because it's a crit.
Okay. They're both dead now.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
You want to unplug this now so Lard doesn't trip?
Go ahead.
Actually, hold on.
Hey, look.
We can do that as well.
I just really like on massive. That's all I care about right now.
It's technically open.
Thank God.
All right. So
that was that.
that was that.
So that was that.
Okay. So how far away is it down?
The heat really does make people impatient, doesn't it?
Yes. Well, I'm thinking getting to the town would be a good place to stop when we get to the town. So what time of day is it?
Evening.
Evening. So we should rest. We'll take a night. Take our watch. Can we cook these things? Eat them? Are they good to eat? Or are they poisonous? I know it's not venison. I'm sorry.
It doesn't say that they're poisonous, but they do feed on blood, so you might have to worry about bloodborne illness.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. All right, so we'll just have our normal rations or whatever. I'll take first watch.
Sure about that?
Yeah. No, we'll let Klein take all watches.
Klein's watch.
Klein's watch.
Klein night.
Klein night. Klein destine.
He hears owl.
Okay. He doesn't care.
No, he really doesn't.
Morning. Get your points back.
Morning.
Morning.
No encounter in the morning.
Good. Travel time.
Travel. Main day. No encounter. Midday. No encounter. Afternoon. No encounter.
Okay.
But in the evening, cough, cough. Shooter shouts back at you guys to come catch up with them.
Okay. So, Shooter, what do you see? What's going on? What's going on, bud? What's going on?
So after all this time, after I wrote down XX days because I don't want to calculate right now, so we're going with that. You finally break through the trees and find yourself in a wide open grassy area that drops off some 30 yards or so ahead. Shooter says, "We're here! Look! You can already see the city walls peeking up over the hill. They must have just made them bigger recently." Klein says, "Oh, so this is where the town I've been hearing about." He starts walking over for a better look. Bob says, "Tar like me, tar?" Shooter says, "Uh-huh. I usually see several in the fields outside the walls at any given time I visit." Bob says, "Yay!" Klein says, "I'm afraid you'll have to hold off on the celebrations. It seems we are not the first ones to arrive today."
What does Klein see?
Well, how about this? Do you want to pause here and save it for a big surprise on the next one, or do you want to go straight into something?
Yeah.
What did you guys do for dinner?
We didn't.
You did.
I'm hungry.
Okay.
We already set it up that when you came home, we would end the game and go out to eat.
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, which means that this is probably a
It's
good.
a good place to stop.
Yeah, because we might be here a while.
Dude, it was awesome.